All right. So, yeah, that was definitely quicker. New intro. We are here. Hello and welcome to the Automation Station, episode 106, here with the PeakBot team. Very exciting show for everybody here today. We have the PeakBot Picks contest, review of our trades from last week expiring today, our new picks that we're selecting today expiring next week. We'll give a little leaderboard update on that, check in on how everybody's doing. Trader Trivia, wasn't going to forget about that today. So we do have Trader Trivia, I hope, right, Ben?
We do indeed have Trader Trivia. And a fun fact.
Did we have a Trader Trivia that we thought of last week on the show? Did you do that one, Ben, or the fun?
I forget what it was. We did have
Oh,
something.
you know what? We said we were going to, but I didn't. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to leave it.
What was the first ticker symbol? No, it was something different.
I forget what it was, but it was a good
one. I
one.
don't remember what it was.
We'll
it was a good
one. For those of you not familiar, before we get into the show, PeakBot is an automated trading platform for the everyday retail trader. We make it easy, affordable, and transparent for you to put a stock trader in your pocket. So fully automated, connected directly through Tradier and other brokers, but Tradier because of the fees and Tradier Pro. Hello. So let's get into it, guys. What do we want? Oh, by the way, we'll have some hands-free trades coming in here in like another 3 or 4 minutes as well, I would assume. Anybody running condors today and over the into Monday? I'm not.
Scared.
Ben, you condoring or what?
I was condoring this week. I didn't condor yesterday. I don't know if condors are on right now, to be honest. So
okay. Gotcha.
Find out 3 minutes.
We'll find out. All right, cool. So we could have trend spread trades placed within the hour. I'm assuming you guys have your trend spread picks of the week ready to go in your account. So we'll keep a close eye on any entries there. But guys, do we want to get into the PeakBot picks contest and see how we're doing this week?
Well, Trader Trivia.
Well, Trader
first. Well, we see it's tough because we have. Here's Doug. Was it a bear market question? I don't remember, Doug. But glad you're here.
If anybody would know, Doug would know.
Yeah. Well, bear market was like the up bear. I think we did that one.
I forget. I'm gonna get some music going on in here though in the background.
Get some music going on. I did just check my PeakBot account. I do have condors on.
Okay. All right. So have that screen ready. We're gonna see if that places, and if it doesn't, we'll tell you why it didn't. You know.
I am condoring, and I was going to show this before. Let me pull open the calendar in this part of the screen here. I am having second thoughts about it though, because why are all my filters off right now?
Nothing's easy. Trading View, by the way.
Trading View. Dylan loves alerts on Trading View.
Oh, come on, dude. You're not going to call me out like that. It's like I found a new shiny toy as a retail trader. I'm like, oh my god.
This is scaring me. Scaring me for Monday.
Oh,
10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI data. Historically, I've seen some. You know what? I'm going to do. I'm not going to be a wild person about this. I'm just simply going to.
You got less than 60 seconds.
And you got less than a minute. Let's go.
Fun. Clip this.
I don't even know if that's going to register in time for the bot. We always tell people get your positions fixed like 5 minutes before. I guess we'll find out right now.
All right, so what you got going on? Is that right?
I wanted XSP.
Okay, just XSP you're running. So we'll see if that enters here in just a second.
My exposure is low.
Okay, good.
Oops.
Okay.
Wrong screen.
No worries. We don't know. Not
oh, what was that? I don't know what that was. Random.
All right, so look, let's keep an eye on see if any trades are entering here. All right, just in the next minute, we can start to discuss what.
Ben, what is that? Is that a new fill or is that a?
This is Max's 0 DTE.
Oh, you're right.
Was that early? So that earlier today?
Yes.
Earlier today.
Good credit.
Good credit. Good strike. I like the strike on this. We're at the 57.90 put.
Let's take a look at
$100 away, which is I'm kind of wondering why the price is still hovering around like 25, 30 cents. Like there's no I'm not expecting any big news this afternoon to come
You
out.
shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Ben, be quiet. There's not Trump talking, is there?
I don't know. Check his calendar.
Trump will be talking, and there will be a microphone on him. Will the whole world see it? We're not sure.
When is he not? Oh no, that's Monday the 20th. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh yes.
Oh, here we go. Hands free, Ben. Put those hands up. Whoa, nice fill, dude.
No, it's
it's not filled yet. Not filled yet.
That's not filled. That's not going to get filled either.
Okay, that was going to say
but the fact that price blipped that high for a second is telling me that there's a lot of uncertainty for Monday.
Ben.
Yes.
Tentative speech from Trump.
When?
Today.
Yeah, what time?
Doesn't say tentative. He could grab that mic whenever he wants.
Can I make an Trump tentative speech is kind of like Tom Brady on the IR week to week. Like it was such, it's bullshit. It's a checkbox. Man, I don't know what to do, Ben, but I'm not in Condors. Good luck to you. Let's see if that fills. Back out.
It won't fill.
All right. Let's do some Trader trivia.
Trader trivia. Let's get some energetic music going. I think it's called Dance Pop.
Yeah. I'm already playing it.
All right, guys. Here's how this works. If you're new to the show and you thought about trying trading bots before and you never had a chance to, or you just didn't want to pay for one, well, here's your chance to try some trading bots for free. We've got a question on screen, and you can text the answer to 973-888-1166. That number is on the right side of the screen. If you get the question correct, we will text you back at some point today with a link to check out to a PeakBot basic subscription. This is for new subscribers only. The basic subscription value is $87 per quarter. So you can try out a trading bot for free if you get this question right. So the question is, what does it mean when a stock option is, quote, in the money? Is it A, the stock option has lost all its value? Is it B, the option strike price is higher than the stock's current price for calls or lower than the stock's current price for put? Is it C, the stock price is exactly equal to the option's strike price? Or is it D, the option has already expired?
All right, let's give the good people a minute. It's a good question. I feel like it's too small on screen. Can you zoom? Oh, all right. I'm just gonna get us out of here. We'll put it down.
Text that answer in. Text that answer into 973-888-1166.
I feel like we need a jingle for our phone number. You know how, like cars.com or some of those other ones?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Doug, talking about our president. Yes, there's always news from him. It seems definitely to be daily. It's just upsetting how it affects market prices.
Yeah, and you know what? I feel like I sounded stupid earlier when I said on the IR. Do you remember when Tom Brady was listed as questionable going into every game for like 10 years and it screwed fantasy teams for 10 years and it was really annoying? That's what I meant.
I always avoided Tom Brady for that reason.
Yeah, we gotta know. We gotta know 10 minutes before the game, not 10 minutes before the game. It's fun.
That was like Christian McCaffrey being listed as playing on the opening game this year, and then it was out for months.
Who was that?
Christian McCaffrey. So many fantasy teams screwed over.
Man, it's tough. All right.
Did you know?
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the world's first billion-dollar company was U.S. Steel? Founded in 1901, it was created by J.P. Morgan. U.S. Steel became the first company to reach a market value of $1 billion. Thomas or Dylan, can you do a side search here to see what $1 billion in like 1910 would be now? So it was definitely a groundbreaking moment in history, and also shows there was a steel rush then. I don't know what you would want to call it, but steel manufacturing, big deal, U.S. history. Yes, Dylan, what is $1 billion in 1910 equivalent to now?
Wow.
So that's 33 billion?
33 billion.
$33.5 billion.
All right, you know what? Not that impressive.
No, it's pretty impressive, man. For
33X?
1910,
It is,
that
but we
didn't
got
matter. People were
but we got
buying.
$1 trillion companies right now.
We're this. No, yeah, never mind. But like, think about it. Gas might have been like 2 cents a gallon. You have to
What's
think
that?
about it.
What?
Gas was probably like 2 cents a gallon then.
They had gas in 1910.
Yeah, there was cars in 19, right?
10 cents.
10 cents.
All right, we're getting historical here. That's great.
Yeah, I think we should get historical more often. I kind of like it.
It was good. All right, let's get good people the answer, huh?
All right, last chance to text the answer in to 973-888-1166. The answer is B. The option strike price is higher than the stock's current price for calls or lower than the stock's current price for puts. So that's when we consider an option in the money, and it's got intrinsic value. Again, for call options, we are above the current strike price. For put options, we are below the current strike price. As option sellers, in the money equals bad. So when you're trading with Peakbot, in the money, bad, out of the money is good. We want to be as far out of the money as possible. Doug says cars became common between the 1920s and 30s.
And he also said we. So Doug's aging himself today, which I love it.
Didn't they have Did they have electric cars before gas cars and gas car? Right? I think that's true.
I think they had like.
I think electric cars were a thing before gas cars, but gas was a runoff of something that they were using. So then they used that to power cars, and now we're here. Not quite that old.
Let me tell you, Doug, I'm glad.
We gotta get Doug on the show one of these days.
Doug's got to come on.
I think we should start getting traders, like Peakbot traders, on the show.
They need to be qualified. I think Doug is qualified himself.
Let's send out a message. This week's newsletter, Thomas. Let's throw that in the newsletter.
Who wants to be on the show
live?
Awesome.
Maybe they make Peakbot picks and we review them. They have 5 minutes to do it. Paper trade. Peakbot picks. They got 5 minutes.
We're not going to pressure people's real accounts.
No. I said paper. Paper.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think that's what we have them do. That would be kind of cool. That would be pretty cool.
Look, hey, anything's possible, man. Send out the newsletter. See what happens.
Do it. Maybe we should have like a bid. No, I'm kidding.
All right, let's get into Peakbot picks, guys. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
So, just as a review, I'm going to share my screen. We have a little Peakbot picks tracking document here. We're going to make it more pretty, but we're also building the business here. So, here's what we got. I'm going to pull this up. We're going to take a look at each person here one at a time. All right. So week 1, okay, for Dylan, I went 1 for 3. I lost big on my Walmart wheel trade. Okay. Through earnings. These guys never let me forget it. I took early take profit with trend spread on Disney, lost Bank of America. All right. That was week 1, went 1 for 3, total net loss of $430. Last week, okay, redemption. All right, so actually I closed this trade here today. Your boy went 3 for 3. All right, won my wheel early. This doesn't, all these expired today. Closed out all 3 of them manually. Okay, this is not like me, but I've been keeping a closer eye after getting burned last week. But I closed all 3 of these manually. Walmart put spread needed to stay above 36. Did it. Okay, took $34 out of the 36 premium that I had earned initially. Disney, it was a $38 collection in premium on a $3 spread, trying to stay above 109. I took profit on that 2 days ago for $29 out of the 38 initially collected. And I had a Bank of America Iron Condor trying to stay between 44.50 and 47. Successfully exited today for a $22 profit, paid 6 back. So 3 for 3, 100% win rate, gained $85 total on the week. So $85 in premium earned. All right. 650 capital was put out in risk. So on those trades, I made a 13% ROI on the week. And for an account balance, I made 0.6% on those picks. Now, I also traded Iron Condor on the week twice. So overall account balance for me went from 13,686 to now 13,823. $142 on the week with my QQQ Condors, which is over a 1% return for my account this week. I'm pumped. That was a lot of good data, guys. At least agree?
That was good.
That was a lot of good data.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
So, overall, 3 for 3, 1% gain on the week in my account. I'm a happy camper. Let's see how you guys did. You want me to control the screen or you guys do it? Oh, and then we'll talk about picks for this week. But
Thomas.
I was going to show the chart and just go over all of my picks. I honestly like it better that way.
Okay.
That's Thomas's style.
That's not. Everybody's got their own style. That's totally fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's just go one by one, reviewing last week's picks. I just did mine. Ben or Thomas?
I'm gonna go over mine real quick. So last week I picked Goog L, ALB, and SLV. What are you laughing at, Phil?
Goog L is funny. It's just naturally funny. That's all.
There's Goog and then there's Goog L. You need to specify.
Which is weird.
So I chose these 3, 2 calls and 1 put. So 2 bears, 1 bull. I did take profit early on Google and ALB. I took profit ALB. I think that was Monday, right? It was Monday. And then on Tuesday, Google took profit. So I was able to take that risk off of the table and win $69 there. Now, my silver position, ticker SLV. So this is where things get a little bit interesting for me. I'm going to head back over to my Tradier account, and silver is still open for me. It's in the money, currently at an unrealized $77 loss, so pretty much break even for the week on me. But when we take a look at silver, I'm optimistic, and maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm optimistic that we're going to jump back above $29.
Those are your strikes, the lines there?
Price. Yeah, so these are my strikes. I'm, for some reason, optimistic that we are in an upward channel here, and we'll get back above 20. So what I'm going to do is I took this off of my trend spread bot.
Manual now.
Let this expire. I'm going to let this expire. I'm going to own the shares. I'm going to essentially turn this into a wheel.
Whoa.
I'm going to own 100 shares of SLV. It's not going to be part of this week's picks, but whatever the close price is today, I'll input that into the sheet as my loss for the week. But I've got the shares going forward because I am in between strikes, because my strike prices were $29 and $28, as we can see here. Yep. And the stock price is currently right in the, well, not right in the middle, but it is between 28 and 29. Yep. So I will get assigned if the stock price finishes between $28 and $29 at the end of the day today.
So you're going to start wheeling it. Do you think that's going to be a wheels? Is that going to be one of your Peakbot picks next week, or you're not sure yet?
No, it's not a Peakbot pick next week.
Okay. Hey, I like that approach. You're obviously comfortable getting assigned. You're relatively bullish on the stock, at least in the short term, to go and wheel it. So are you gonna let Peakbot take over that wheel, or are you gonna do it?
I will probably let Peakbot take over because I'll forget. So I'm gonna I will actually. Let me do it right now. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to wheel, ticker SLV.
Oh, not on the
probably not showing because the premium was so low. I only earned $8 on it. Okay. So I'll go back and check. If that doesn't pop back up, then we will make an adjustment and I can do it manually. But yeah, I'm gonna hold the shares.
Cool, man. All right, so 2 for 3 on the week. But even with your loss, we're getting creative. We're traders here, and you're gonna go try and turn it into a future win. So I like it. I dig it. Ben, net on the week outside of Peakbot picks, how'd you do? Green, red?
Net on the week, I'm a little bit red. Okay. So Condors blew up on me, I think 2 days this week, and that wasn't fun. Lost on Max once this week. Yeah, I don't think there was any. Terry's tips did well. you know what? If I'm including that, I'm actually very green on the week. So
And you are including that.
Thank you, Terry's tips. I'm actually very green on the week in that case.
Let's not forget that. Anything and everything being automated by Peakbot. Terry's Tips is a copy trading partner of ours, which we're going to be marketing a lot more to you guys because right now, exclusive to Tradier for automation with the partnership. And he's doing great, running 4 portfolios, $40,000 to trade his 4 different portfolios. Ben, you got that set up in, I think, your retirement account or something. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
Good
I'm running 1 unit on my account there, and I've got it up here. You can just see how many positions are open. This is all Terry's tips. I don't currently have any other action going on in this account other than Terry's tips. I might bump it up to a couple of units.
I mean, hey, guy's consistent, and we're in touch with him a lot. He's we're making tweaks. We're making sure he trades Costco, which the Phils get stressful on Costco. But very cool, man.
This
and here
is what
it is.
Terry's
This is
tips looks like.
Zoom in. I'll put a banner up.
Terry's tips for stock option success. It's actually, the interface is super simple here. And the rules are you can only trade these tickers with this bot. So the tickers are IWM, QQQ, Microsoft, and Costco. So MSFT and Cost. So you can only trade those with the bot. So if I were to go in and make a trade on IWM manually, the bot's going to recognize that in a couple of minutes and just get me right back out of that position. So it is somewhat restrictive, but in terms of account tracking, like if that is your total account, then you can just go to your account balances and see how well you're doing, which is what I'm doing now during this period to test it out. So I got 1 unit on each portfolio, each ticker here.
I love that. And by the way, for some results on Terry's tips, 2024, he ended the year at 35%. So on a 40K portfolio, that's a $14,000 gain. That will be updated on this site here on the track record. You'll see 2024 of 28% through Q3, rounded out at 35%. Year before that in 23, 25% return, made 10K on a 40K account. And years before that, had 2 losses in 22, 21, but in 2020 made over 100% on a 40K portfolio. So over the last 4 or 5 years cumulative, looking at about 145% annual return, which is about $58,000 on a 40K portfolio if you started it in 2020. So that's fun. Terry's been Terry Tips and the team over there have been great. So you need the cash, but it's copy trading. There's no decisions for you to make. It's going in exactly how it's being traded. I'm glad we're talking about this. terrystips.peakbot.com. Check it out. Price is going up. Pricing going up soon. So get in now.
Yeah, price is going up soon.
Thomas.
I'm up.
You're up. So
Screen
Ben,
sharing.
as a reminder, Ben's 2 for 3. I'm 3 for 3. Let's see what YT does.
I am 2 for 3 on the week. I'm going to go over each one on the chart, tell you my strikes. I got them written down, and I'll just go over them. So first winner, McDonald's. Is my screen sharing?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So sold 300. Like I thought, there was some support there. There was dipped down close in the money at one point, but broke up and didn't get any sort of take profits on there, unfortunately, this week. But I am out of the money, looking to expire worthless. So that's great as well.
Zoom in.
Our next winner. Oh, you're right.
It's all right. Sorry.
Ooh, can you see now?
Yeah. So
zoom
your
in?
strike, you're trying to stay above 300, right?
Above 300. We're at 306. So we are good on
Nice.
the week. Next one is going to be, the next winner is UPS. Didn't get any take profits on this one as well because we are fairly close to the money. It did end up riding up this week, but I did expect it to stay below 121, and it did. So collected $22 in premium on this one to stay below 127 or 121. Should stay there, should be all good. No worries on that one. However, the biggest loser was an Iron Condor on Procter and Gamble. So the goal was to stay below it was to stay below 170.
Yep.
Unfortunately, did not get there. Blew right through it, 172.6. So we are now in the money on this one to leave me at a net loss of 159 on the week.
For the 3 picks, net loss of 159, 2 for
Yep.
3. I did your UPS. That was a call credit spread bearish, right?
Yes, call
Okay,
credit
I just
spread
put
bearish.
that in the tracker sheet. Very cool. All right, and Thomas, were you trading anything outside of the Peakbot picks? Were you on Max a few days this week? Did you take an L there? Are you trading any condors?
Yes, just Max. Lost once this week. No condors, nothing else. Just this and Max.
Okay, very cool. Well, we'll see. Since technically Thomas's contracts are still open, I can't officially take the W. But 3 for 3. Very happy about it. Ben, by the way, did you win week 1 with 2? Yeah, because Thomas and I both went 1 for 3. So weekly leaderboard update. Ben and I both have 1 win. Thomas has 0. Okay. Overall win rates right now, Ben was 2 for 3 in week 1 and 2 for 3 in week 2. So 66.7%. I think I am the same because I was 1 for 3 and 3 for 3. And then Thomas, we'll see how yours wrap up today. But great Peakbot picks, everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying this. You know, we're putting our money where our mouth is. We're actually taking these trades. They're not the only trades we take throughout the week, but we'll talk about anything else that we do. And I think that's it for Peakbot. Oh, well, let's talk about our picks for this week. We can quickly let's recycle and we'll go back to the top. I'll get through mine quickly and I'll do a little bit of analysis when we take a look at the charts. And just for note, please know that I was pulling these strike prices for around an hour ago. So I am going to look at the watch list live with you guys to see if the strikes are still the same. So no surprise. My first pick is going to be Walmart. Okay. I'm wheeling Walmart. It's going to be another put credit spread. I finished well out of the money this week, collected almost my full premium. I just closed it a little early. So that's going to enter on Monday around 11 a.m. So premium earned, at least when we were looking at the watch list, was right around $30. We were looking at about like a $96 strike. Okay. But I'm not going to put the info in there yet because a lot can happen between now and Monday at 11. But I will be selecting that. I have 2 other call credit spreads as my selections for this week. I'm bearish on Next Era Energy, stock NEE, and I'm bearish on Etsy. Okay, 2 call spreads. They're both $2 to $3 spreads. We're going to check the watch list now, collecting about $20 in premium per. So the first thing I want to do is I want to come to our watch list and confirm that my strike prices are still where they were, or at least close to it. When I was last looking at this, I had Etsy marked down at a $54 sold call. Okay. So I want to see if that is still the case here. It is. So let's take a look at the Etsy chart under 54. I'm going to move this back up to 54 here on screen. So here's Etsy over the last month. All right. We can see earnings was here back on February 19th. Big drop all the way from $58 down to 54 and then some. But we can see here, it seems like there has been a little bit of a resistance right around this 53.70 price point. We haven't traded above 54 on Etsy since they returned earnings. If we look at the 5-day here, we're getting some consolidation after this big drop on the market open yesterday. I love a little bit of Daesh here, right around this 51.70, far off from where we're going. If you can see over the last 5 days here, we would get close and come back down. This was probably just due to the poor market open on the 27th. Not totally sure, but man, do I feel good about staying under 54. In fact, I'm curious to know if this took. All right, here it is. Let's see what my strikes were. I earned $42 in premium. I have a 56 and 53. Okay, so I'm actually trying to stay under 53. That changes things a little bit here. But I still feel good about it. Trade entered. I'll have to update that. Premium was way more than I was expecting, truthfully. Yeah, $42 in premium on Etsy. All right, trying to stay under 53. Do I wish I got that $54 strike price? Yes, but I'm still okay with the trade. All right, so that's Etsy call spread. I'll update those numbers in the tracking sheet. I also just filled here on NEE, Next Era Energy. Okay, so if we look at my position, I'm trying to stay under $72. That's exactly the fill I wanted. When we take a look at NEE chart here, this is the last 3 months. We can see that $72 price point has been tried a few times, and we bounced right off of it. Looked like earnings had a huge jump up, but we came back down to reality. Last time we were anywhere close was on the 21st. If I zoom in here, last 5 days, $72 isn't even hardly on the chart here. So I feel pretty good about this. When we look at the technicals, and the funny thing about this stock was this was my dad's wheel trade. My dad was like, give me NEE on the wheel. I'm like, Dad, this isn't looking so hot. But when we look at the technical analysis here for the week, 16 sell signals, 9 neutral, 1 buy. And for the month, we come back a little bit, but this is a weekly trade. I feel really good about staying under 72 here. And I collected $20 in premium on this one. So $62 in premium in total. We'll see how this fares for me. I'm risking $500 in cash for those 2 positions. Yeah, I feel good about it. Wish I got another dollar on Etsy, but I'm happy. Those are my picks this week.
Awesome.
I'll go up next.
Thomas, you go for it.
Yeah, I'll go up next. So my 3, unfortunately, on a forbidden broker. So we're gonna go over my picks here. I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
Forbidden by us, not forbidden for all. For the sake of the show.
For the sake of the show, it's forbidden. We are on CVX. So we are gonna go first. Chevron. So CVX. We're actually gonna be entering a bullish position on this one. We are going to sell 150, it's already sold. 152.5 is my strike price. I filled it at a $23 credit, I believe it was a $23 credit. So I believe we will be staying above 152.5 on Chevron, selling 149. So pretty solid, low volatility stock here. Not super worried about it. Just putting it out into a 3-month chart. Let me just zoom out for a minute here. Ooh. Sorry, technical difficulties here. There we go. 3-month chart. I really like the 152.5 right here a lot on 3 months, just because I think there's a lot of space to work down to it. It's consolidated there in the past. It's bounced off 153 before, and it's also found resistance at 153. Therefore, I liked 152.5 a lot there. XOM is going to be bearish. That is going to be my next pick. So we're going to be in a lot of oil this week, except now we're going to be bearish on oil. So basically, we're on an iron condor on just oil alone, selling the 113 strike price, which I really liked here just because there's a lot of dash. And the dash here kind of had a top at 113. And today we're down. So I think if we're going to go up, we might just consolidate a tiny bit more. Throwing it back into the 3-month chart, 113. Again, just a lot of dash here. A lot of room to go up. So I really don't think we'll be hitting that 113 strike price. Next up is going to be Nike, NKE, and we're going to be bullish on this one. So we're selling the $77 strike, bullish. I like this one a lot just because we're down a little bit today. I do think Nike will be bullish overall. So selling this $77 strike right here, you can see we've kind of had some day share in the past. Right here going down to 77 has been a point of resistance before. So hopefully kind of turning it into some support and kind of making sure that we're not falling below it, getting a nice premium on there. Hopefully going to go 3 for 3 this week because I got to get my win rate back up. Dylan, you're muted.
Really sad. Really sad. It's funny to see that my picks changed. Thomas is picking the same stocks he was picking in the Peak Bot Picks contest, which I love. I mean, I feel like you were riding these even when we were paper trading them. Boys, how do we feel about SPY overall going into next week? How do we feel about the market? I'm looking at some technical analysis here, and it's pretty neutral. I mean, just from a technical standpoint, over the next week, we're using Tradier's tool here. We're getting 7 sell signals, 10 neutral, and 9 buy on S&P. What are you guys thinking?
I am particularly, I'm going to say neutral going into next week. I've got, let me share my screen real quick.
Go ahead.
I got to get the screen share going again. I'm going to share my screen. This is the correct one. And this is the market overall. As we can see, there's been a lot of chop, but we're generally moving up, and we have been moving generally up consistently since October of 23. And there's a nice channel that we're in. I think we're getting a pullback this week for sure. My opinion is that we are either at the bottom of this pullback and not gonna go down much further, or we're gonna break down. I don't really see a big pop back up in the next week or so. So my plays are relatively neutral, I would say. So I didn't go over my picks yet.
I'm so sorry.
Unbelievable. So my positions have not yet been entered, so that will come. Let me take a look at the watch list or my automated portfolio here. I am on Google. And for Google, when I was looking at this earlier, I was looking at about a $50 premium for the 175 strike. So where this blue line is right here. Based on that and where, we're seeing price move really the entire month. It's been a pretty brutal month. But we're going down here. I don't see that popping back up to 175. I could almost see this as potentially a point of resistance moving forward. This point on screen right here. So I'm going bearish on Google. Next ticker is Citi, ticker C. So we'll pull up that chart. And I'm bullish on Citi. We did have a gap up here, so filling that gap down kind of scares me. But we did have a big drawdown here. $5-6, and then we kind of stuttered a little bit, and now we're kind of dancing around this area here. So at the $67 strike, I feel like that could also potentially hold as a point of support, because we did gap up here as well, and that line did hold several times. So I'm thinking we might get similar action for Citi for this smaller gap up. So that's pick number 2. Google is bearish, Citi is bullish, and then I have ticker NEE. That is something energy.
That's one of my picks. NextEra Energy.
NextEra Energy. As you can tell, I wasn't paying attention when you were going over yours. This is the first time I think in Peapod Picks history where we're gonna have the same pick as another person.
Same stock.
There we go.
Right,
so NextEra. Dylan, I don't know if you got the same information that I got when I was looking at the watch list, but I'm bearish on it. Yeah. I'm seeing some tops here, $72 strike.
Yep.
And it was cheaper. It was a cheaper spread. I think it was estimated at $2, so $200 max loss here. I'm happy to take that risk. Excited to see what premium I'll get paid out on it. And then I think overall we're going to be finishing below 72.01, which is a $2.50 buffer from where we are now. If we do look at the technicals, we're trending down. We're trending down. Neutral on the month, strong sell on the week, which is what we want to see. That's where I'm going to place the most weight. And then day doesn't matter so much, but I think we'll continue to go down here.
I love when we're on the same page. What do we got here? Next div today.
Wait, when was that? Which ticker went ex div?
Let us know, Doug. Hopefully not any E with two of us on it. Now we're all waiting for Doug. All right, so Ben, I'm sorry to cut you off there. Those are great picks. I love that we're on the same page. First time in Peakbot Picks history, because we're no longer, this isn't paper trading anymore. We all like the same pick. Let's do it. Very cool. So Thomas, we did Ben before his pick said he's relatively neutral going into next week. How do you feel? Not financial.
Neutral as well. Not financial advice. I'm leaning more towards neutral than anywhere else. I think people are talking. There's a lot of things going on. I don't know what's really going to happen. Okay.
All right. Hey, so when in doubt, wheel it out is what I do. But NEE says Doug on the XDiv today. How could that affect us, Ben? What do you think?
That just means that the stock price would have opened the exact price of the dividend lower today.
Yeah.
So price has gone down, which you can check dividend history on stocks and see how much they recover after the X date, because some stocks are notorious for paying out dividends and then that price recovers fairly quickly. There's strategies around that as well. So being bearish on it might not be the best choice. But
well, up to see. Man and machine. We'll be monitoring. All right, very cool. So do we have anything else? You kind of looked at the economic event, right, that we were talking about scaring us on Monday. Was there anything else that popped up before we want to get out of here, fellas? Or
we got to get back to work.
Let's get back to work. Customer support chat's blowing up. All right, so we're going to go take care of everybody. We're going to keep building more partners, more strategies, more automation. It's what the retail trader needs, and it's what we got here. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be live again on Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern for Man and Machine. Myself, Ben, and our partner, Mark Phillips from Harvested Financial. He's a financial advisor who uses Peakbot strategies to automate trades for client portfolios. All right, fully hands-off, professionally managed portfolios. Peakbot.com/harvested if you're interested. Are we good here, guys? Let's get out of here. Let's get back to work. And appreciate everybody tuning in. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Thanks so much, everybody.
Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.